All right. So, first off, we will talk about Thursday night and I'll answer any questions that you guys have. And then I want to talk to you guys about a couple other things too. So, as far as our webinar or whatever you want to call it, because it's not really a webinar, I always say like this all day thing, but like I think people think I'm probably crazy because it's not all day. So, I just say it's like a live sneak peek. So yeah, I just want to know what you want to share about. I know we had kind of talked individually about what you were going to share. So maybe if we just want to go each say like, okay, like I'm going to share my story and da 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 da. And then that's what I'm going to share. And then just remember to keep it like in between like 5 and 10 minutes because we don't want it to be super lengthy either where people are like, okay, this is boring, like I'm done. We want to keep them engaged and entertained. And then let's also be posting in that group too. So let's make it like a really great atmosphere too. So like if you want to share anything about your story, or if you want to share anything about being a coach, what that means, or even like a sweaty selfie, or maybe your transformation picture so far, things like that leading up to Thursday, that would be awesome as well. And I'm going to start posting in there too. And so just be talking about it. Like I definitely want to do a post. I think tomorrow I'm going to talk about it again. And then probably Wednesday have like a last call for everybody to, be in this group. I definitely want to do like some Insta stories on it again, like do another poll. I had about like 4 girls that said that they want to be a part of it. I've added, I think, 2 of them for sure. I added a couple other people today too that said that they wanted to be in it just from inviting from like the people that liked my post. So that's another great way, be inviting those people that are liking or commenting on your stuff. So yeah, let's just start out individually, like what you're going to talk to. I know Charity is also going to do this as well. So I'll make sure that she like gets the recording of this for sure too. So who wants to start? Allie, do you want to start?
We had talked about sharing my story and then talking about what we do as coaches aside from doing our workouts and nutrition type things, more of the self-development, inspiring each other to continue with what we're doing and things like that.
For sure. And you could maybe even do something where you show into our group, where you're showing like into the Country Strong Fit Club and doing, something like, I don't know, on your phone and showing, scrolling down and showing like, the post from that or, I don't know how you're planning on doing it, but that might be an idea as well. Vanessa, you want to go next?
Sure. So I'm going to start by sharing my story, and then you also said to talk about what is a challenge group. So I was just going to talk about kind of what it is, how it's helpful, and just how like being in a part of a challenge group, even as a coach, and how it is like very motivating and helps me stay on track, and kind of how being a coach almost helps me take more responsibility for my own personal fitness journey too, and the challenge group really helps me with that.
So I forgot that I told Vanessa to do that. So Allie, you might not want to show the group, and Vanessa will show the group then.
I do have one.
Yeah, and then also, Allie, what time did you want to go on Thursday? What time are you thinking will work best for you? Just that way we don't have a ton of people going all at once.
I could probably do like 9
Okay.
a.m., of course.
Okay, and then Vanessa?
Whatever you want me to do. It would, excuse me, it would either need to be like before school or after school.
Yeah.
If it's after school, I know Eric has basketball that night, but I could do it anytime like around 4:30 if it's in the afternoon.
Yeah, that would be perfect because, most people get off at like 5 or 6, so I think that would be a great afternoon like breakup.
Okay, sounds good. What was I gonna, okay, so am I supposed to do like my story and the challenge group like in the same video then? The same 5 to 10 minute video? Okay.
Yeah, like do your same story and still like make your story like 5 minutes or whatever for the first half, and then do like the challenge group in the last 5, and maybe say like, okay, like I'm going to share my story with you guys, and then I'm also going to share like how we get to help other people,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, and same with Allie too, like, okay, I'm going to share my story as a coach, and also what we do as a coach or how we get to help people or whatever. Kayla?
I will tell my story and then talk about consistency. So just consistency with the product, like being consistent with your Shakeology and the workouts, and then also just the business side, like posting consistently and making it a priority and that.
Okay, perfect. What time do you want to go?
I can really go anytime. It doesn't matter.
Do you want to go like morning or evening?
Probably morning would be a little better.
Okay. Do you want to, what time are you thinking?
10?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I will be sharing my story, and then I'm going to talk about income, because that's kind of a big one that people always want to know about, and how we earn, basically. And then Vanessa also, or Allie, this might be more for you than Vanessa, that you might want to talk a little bit about kind of like how you balance your business, and Kayla too with the farm, how you balance your business and work full time. This actually might be a good topic for all of you, honestly, because, Vanessa, you teach, Kayla, I shouldn't say just work on the farm, but like you have, you know what I mean? Like you are a farm girl for sure, and farm wife. And so like, I think that would be cool to just kind of have like, okay, this is how I balance it, or how, like Kayla said, like consistency is huge, but also like sharing like, okay, like I still make my business a priority, and this is how I do it. Like I just get up earlier, or I, put the kids to bed, and then I go do this or whatever. And obviously Kayla and Vanessa, we don't have kids yet, but Allie does, so and Charity does too, so that might be something for her to talk about too. So yeah, and then we have Charity, and I think Jessica was also going to do it too. So I will make sure that they get the recording of this too, so that way they know what times. So yeah, did anybody have any questions about this?
We're just doing this on Facebook, right?
Yes. So what you do is, I have my phone on the charger, but you just go into that Inspired for More group on your phone or wherever, preferably on your phone, because there's the only live button on your phone. You can't really go live on the computer yet. And then you just go live, and then you just say like Allie's story or Kayla's story or whatever. You might even want to say like Allie's story and what we do as coaches, or my story. Vanessa, you could just say my story and how we do challenge groups, or what is a challenge group, or something like that. And then also, I'm not sure if it's going to bring it up, but I kind of have that group like sectioned off into like topics kind of. So if it asks you like what topic this goes under, just like use your best judgment and put it under there. Does anybody else have any other questions? No? Okay. It's pretty straightforward. Like, just be, yourself. Don't get nervous. Just be yourself. Talk normal. Talk like you're talking to your best friends. It's okay. I know going live is kind of scary, but just breathe. A lot of you, Vanessa and Kayla, you've done it before, but Allie, it's your first time. So just relax. It's totally fine. Like, just act like you're talking to me or somebody else, like, your friend or whatever. And even you can swipe left, so that way you don't see like who's hopping on in the comments. Like, you can always respond to the comments later. But the biggest thing is just getting your people, getting your people added into that group, and just, making sure that they're supported. So like I said, start posting in there, start talking about coaching, start talking, like Vanessa, like you shared this summer that you were able to buy like your concert tickets or something with your coach money, or just the things like that, your vision as a coach, or for your own team and things like that. So, so yeah, it's just easy. It's not complicated. Don't overthink it. It'll be great. All right. So another thing that I wanted to bring up too for you guys is I would like to start doing some sort of like team meeting or something, just because like, yeah, it's coming up by the end of the year. We are not a 1-star diamond team. We didn't hit that, but we're still ranked in the top 300, which is awesome. So woohoo. So still keep working on your goals, and I mean, definitely next year, like, I still want to put like Premier on the board again, because like, we can do this. I know we can. And it would just be an awesome goal for just even all of you. Like, how awesome would it be if we would all be like 1-star diamond coaches, and be able to go to leadership together, that would be pretty cool. So, and just even summit, things like that. There's a lot of things to look forward to coming up. And just even maybe doing something else, like some of our own team retreat, like, I don't know, like, Allie, you're a little bit further, you're to the east, but like Kayla's to the west, Vanessa, like, it'd be fun to be able to like meet up in Medora or something like that. I don't know how far that is for you, Kayla, but it would be something kind of fun that we could definitely.
North Dakota?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it'd be a little bit far. It would be a little bit far for you, but it would be something fun for like us to meet up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are all things to kind of just keep on your radar and keep working and chucking away at and have on your goal board for next year. But as far as like our little meeting, I don't know what day, like, I tried to do this like on a Saturday morning. I have some coaches that do it like on a Saturday morning. I have, I should say, I know of some coaches that do it on a Saturday morning. I know like Holly Hillier does it, like has like these coach coffee talks on Saturday morning, or else there's some that do it like Sunday night. So I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about this, and if we could plan it like, maybe every other week, and see like what day works for you. I was kind of thinking like Monday evenings. I don't know how that works for you, but maybe doing something like that, because I know the weekends are busy, so I don't want to interrupt your weekend, like family time either. So I don't know, what do you guys think?
I like Monday evening. Saturday mornings I have class until summer for sure.
Yeah, Monday evenings work well for me, as long as it's like around 7 or 7:30 is good.
Yeah, like this time. Does this time work good for you too, Allie, like with the girls and stuff?
Yeah, this is like getting close to Lily's bedtime, but she's still awake right now, so
Okay.
she's fine. And Dan's home most of the time, so.
Okay, put him on mom duty.
It's hunting season, so Monday nights he can give me if he can go hunting on the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know how hunting season is by you guys, but this weekend is opening weekend, so he'll be gone all weekend.
This past weekend was opening weekend here, so.
Okay. Yeah.
Really?
How does this work?
Way later.
How does this work for you?
If we could go a little bit later, it would be good, because it's only 6 o'clock here for me.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it doesn't, I'll make it work.
Yeah. Like, how would like 8 be for everybody?
8 works for me.
That'd be okay?
Yep.
Okay. We'll probably try for 8 then, Central Time, and we'll probably just do it like every other Monday. So like, I don't even have I have my planner on our kitchen table. I don't even have my planner here. I feel like I'm naked. So like, let's say the 26th then would be like the next time that we would meet. And then obviously, like, we're not gonna meet like on the 10th then, because I would be gone, or the 17th, or probably the 24th. So the next time that we would meet would maybe be like in January again, because like the holiday is coming up. We could try for like after I get back, like we could do like the 19th, or something like that on a Wednesday night or Thursday, somewhere in there. We'll kind of just have to play it by ear and see what everybody else's schedule is, because like, yeah, it's like Christmas Eve and then it's New Year's Eve, so. So yeah, it might just be a couple of times here, and then before I leave, and then or else we could even do, let's see, we could always do the 26th and the 3rd, and then skip the rest of December, and just have like, if you want to ask any questions, and just kind of have like a little team powwow or whatever for the end of the year, whatever you want to work on or whatever. I don't know what you guys think. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it going to be like the power hour? Because weren't you doing a power hour on Saturday mornings?
No, I tried that like this past summer or something. Like I did like a little power hour, I think this spring, but then that didn't really go over well. Nobody really showed up. And then I did like a kind of a coffee chat for like questions or anybody that needed like a little push or like motivation or questions or anything like that. And then nobody really showed up for that either. So I'm like, okay, like what's next? But yeah, we'll try this again. And just because I think now it's not summer anymore, we're kind of coming into the busy season now. So I'm hoping that there are going to be more questions or just maybe how to like, maybe if you need a refresher course on whatever you need something on, or whatever, and we're all there to support each other, or maybe it might just be a power hour where we like, I don't know, listen to like somebody's like team call on YouTube or something that I can like share my screen with you guys and listen to all together, and just like, okay, like, what did you guys think? Like, here's my ideas or whatever. Doing something like that. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. And then the last thing that I was going to talk to you about, so I've been reading this, The Power of Positive Leaders by John Gordon. And he's really awesome. So he's done like The Energy Bus, which is another really great book. They're really, I don't know, he has just a way of writing that just is really captivating to me. He writes really short chapters. Like The Energy Bus was like 2 or 3 pages, but it was really powerful and really meaningful. And so I'm not too far into this one yet. I'm only like on chapter 5, but what I read today was really, really good. So I wanted to share this with you guys. So basically what he talked about is keeping the vision alive. And like this time of year is kind of when like things just kind of die. I feel like everybody's unmotivated. I even feel unmotivated. Like it's just that time of year where it just like kind of dies out. And so he talked about marathon runners. And, marathon runners, they are pretty awesome. Like I'm not a runner. I know, Vanessa, you kind of are, but you can't really anymore with your feet, but you still like it. But at that point, like, when you're first starting your marathon, so imagine you're running a marathon, you're not going to quit at mile 1. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you'd have to be like me to quit at mile 1. I don't run at all. So I would be like the first one who'd be like, I'm dead, I'm dying, I quit. But, you don't quit at mile 1. Like, you don't see marathon runners like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, I ran my mile, like I'm done. No, like you quit closer to the finish line. And so he says something, but they don't quit because they're close to the finish line. They don't quit because they can see the end in sight. They have a vision of where they're going and keep running towards it. It shows the power of the mind and vision. The body should give up, but it doesn't because the mind sees the finish line. So that's really powerful, I think, because like now we're coming towards the end of the year. The finish line is there at the end of the year. And so know that like finishing strong, and like I'm telling myself this too, like I have big goals for myself even going into next year, and just every single day that I can show up and be consistent in inviting and talking to people and showing up on Instagram and doing stories and doing polls on stories and talking about the business, those are all such important things. And so we shouldn't, even though we're tired right now because we've been working really hard and maybe we aren't at a success club yet, and we've just been working and to no avail because it seems like nobody wants to join us, right? Or nobody wants to sign up with a challenge pack because it's too expensive and the holidays are coming up. And so it's just one excuse after another. And so we're like at mile, like, 23 or 22, and so we're right there. We're really close. And so we have to know that keeping that vision, that finish line in mind, and it's not even the finish line because that is just where like the medal is, you know what I mean? Like, congratulations, you made it to the end of the year. Now what's next? And taking it to the whole new level in 2019 and still having those goals. So I want you to know, and then he says this too, that we all have the 20th mile. Then I encourage you to write down the words, keep your vision alive. Because if you keep your vision alive, you won't stop. You won't give up. You're going to keep moving forward and inspiring your team along the way. So and insert where it says team. It could be you, or it could be whoever you are inspiring, whoever is following you, whoever, maybe it's your challengers, maybe it's whoever is following you, you're going to keep inspiring them. And so just making sure that vision is still in place and really thinking about that for the end of the year and being like, okay, be here in a year. Where do you want to be, or where are you right now? But think about, like, where do you want to be next year at this time? What are your health and fitness goals? What are your income goals? What are your business goals? What are your team goals? Where do you see yourself? And why is this business important to you? That's another really huge thing, because if you have to have that strong foundation of knowing why this is important to you. And so with that, I just kind of want to end it on talking about our vision. And one thing that we're going to do to move that vision closer. So does somebody want to go and share their vision of what they have for their team or their business in 2019?
I can go.
Okay.
I guess my goal would be to hit diamond next year. I tried hitting it this year and just didn't quite get there. Also kind of getting people to be interested in coaching. I have gotten a couple challengers, but I've had kind of a struggle getting any of them to honestly plug into our challenge group and stuff like that. So just kind of, working on that would kind of be my goals. And the goals for making that happen is just staying consistent, because sometimes it's hard. I teach full time and you just get busy. So just, finding that perfect balance of how much, showing up every day, even if it's just a little bit for like an hour a day, and just staying consistent with that. And, inviting, and I need to strengthen my inviting to the coaching opportunity and not just to the challenge group too. So.
For sure. Awesome. Anybody else?
I can go. I haven't really thought super hard about my goals for next year, but kind of right now is just to have some people under me and hit Emerald, and then just keep going with that into next year and start doing challenge groups. And my ultimate goal is to help make an income so that I can go full-time when I'm in nursing school, which will hopefully be spring of 2020. So just kind of working towards that.
Awesome. Kayla?
I'm really similar to Vanessa, just trying to get to diamond and be definitely more consistent. Ironically enough, that's what I'm talking about on Thursday. I have to find the balance between coaching or working the business and farming. It's definitely a struggle, but yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, because both are so demanding. Like, work is so different because, like, you can come home from work, but when you're on the farm, like, and Vanessa knows this too, like, you can't get away from the farm, like, you live there, so so it's always tied to your hip. So yeah, it's a little harder. Like, Allie is not a farm wife, so she kind of knows but kind of doesn't. But yeah, so it's a little bit different in that situation. But yeah, that's still great. So yeah, and that's really something to work towards too. And like I always say too, is diamond is such this big, huge, like shiny, glimmery, glamorous goal or whatever you want to call it. And so many people get there and then they're like, okay, I made it. You didn't. I'm sorry to say you didn't make it. Like, what's next? Like, always ask yourself, what's next in this business? Like, even when you hit Success Club, never say, be like, okay, I hit Success Club. Like, I can relax now. Like, no, like, what's next? Like, yeah, I hit Success Club already this month, but I'm already thinking, okay, like, now is my chance to get coaches and sign up coaches. What's next? Like, what's next? And so always ask yourself, what's next in your business? And never take it for granted that you, like, made it, because even Lindsay Matway or whoever you are, they have diamonds that fall all the time. And I remember at Summit, I think this was like when I was at New Orleans, she had spoke, Lindsay Matway, and she had lost like, I think it was like close to 20 diamonds. Can you imagine? Okay, like one diamond for us like would be devastating, right? Because I've been there. Like I've been 1-star qualifying, and it was in the last week of qualifying. So you have to, in order to be 1-star diamond, you have to qualify for 6 weeks, okay? And so I was in that last week of qualifying when somebody quit. I was devastated, and that's happened twice to me, and so I was devastated. But the thing of it is you have to allow yourself kind of that, like that little bit of grieving period of be like, okay, I'm going to throw myself a pity party for this 1 minute right now. And then I have to ask myself, okay, what's next? You know, and life isn't about how far you fall. It's about how high you bounce back. And so let's make that bounce back. Yeah, we didn't hit 1-star diamond or 5-star diamond. We didn't hit premier this year. I'm sorry, but, you know, let's just let's not be the ball that bounced back. Let's be the ball that bounced back. Let's not measure how far we went to hit the bottom, but how far we're going to drop. But how far we're going to, oh my gosh, I can't even talk today. But how far we're going to bounce back to the top. So yeah, anyway, do what I mean and not what I say. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for hopping on and letting me be a part of your night. I appreciate it. And we'll plan on hopping on like in 2 weeks again, if that sounds good with everybody. All right. All right. Have a great night. We'll see you soon.